Hi boys and girls, Tech702 here. Today we have a beast of a computer. This is the brand new Alienware M17 R3 17.3 inch massive performance laptop. We are going to get into it. I'm going to go through everything from top to bottom and let you know what to expect if you're looking for a high-end desktop replacement. Let me just take a moment to talk about design here. The thinness of this is super impressive. So check out a picture here of it next to my iPad Pro in the Logitech keyboard case. The footprint thickness-wise is actually almost identical. Of course, it's a 17.3 inch computer, but when you look at the thinness of this, the lightness of it, and the portability of a 17 inch screen with a 2070, it's actually amazing. So this is the Alienware M17 R3 2020 edition. The specs are 17.3 inch screen at 300 hertz. That's right, 300 hertz is the screen on this thing. It's an i7-10750H processor. I opted for 32 gigabytes of RAM at 2666. I have a 1 terabyte RAID 0 configuration on the boot drive with 512 gigabyte SSD in the back for data storage. It has an RTX 2070 Super with 8 gigabytes GPU. There is a 2080 GPU option available. For me, it wasn't worth the bump in price. And it has a killer Wi-Fi 6 with Bluetooth 5.1. So it has all the latest and greatest and all of the buzzwords you're looking for a gaming or productivity laptop in 2020. Ports, we don't need no stinking ports, but if you want ports, the R3 delivers in plenty. On the back here, we have the power supply. You have the proprietary Alienware plugin so that you can hook up VR and AR type stuff to the back of it. You have a Thunderbolt 3. You have a mini display port and of course an HDMI. That's just on the rear, folks. On the left side, we have 2 USB-A ports as well as a mini SD slot. So you don't even need to go USB when you're pulling your memory cards out. And on the other side, that is a headphone jack. You are not seeing that incorrectly. And another USB-A as well as an Ethernet when you want to go hardline for less latency. So let's talk about benchmarks real quick. So I ran it through the basics of what we would always look for. So core temperatures hang out right around 60 degrees Celsius. I topped out around 90 degrees during maximum game load. Now it's important to note that I did buy a third-party radiator system and that lowered my temperatures by about 12 degrees across the board. Moving into CPU Z benchmarks, we're at a 3740 multi-thread score. And then my Geekbench 5 score, I got 1147 on the single core and 6192 multi-core. So let's get into gaming performance. Now my game of choice, of course, is World of Warcraft. Insert boomer joke there, I guess, that's fine. World of Warcraft is limited at 200 frames per second and maxed out at the 10 ultra setting. I easily maxed out 200 FPS in common zones and pushed about 80 to 90 in raid settings, which is where you have 25 plus live characters plus animations and NPCs on the screen. So it kicked butt. Fortnite, maxed it out, no problem. And then NBA 2K also maxed it out, no problem. So yes, it does have a 300 hertz screen. You're not really gonna use that, but it is a cool flex. Let's talk rendering for a second. So I used Premiere Pro, I did a 5-minute clip, and I rendered at 1080p versus 4K. I used approximately 25 different clips, 2 audio tracks, and a single color grade for consistency. So 1080 came in at about 1 minute and 15 seconds, and to render at a full 4K M.264, we're looking at 1 minute and 47 seconds. Respectable for sure. The webcam, it has one. That's about the end of it. Just like most laptops, it's still plagued by a below average webcam. It's a 720p shooter. However, there is that moon fuzz that phases over every single laptop at any price point that I've ever found. And here's a quick little sample. And you can see, obviously, that's not optimal lighting and an ugly person, but you get the idea. So battery life. Who cares? You're buying a 17-inch powerhouse laptop, right? But I did test it thoroughly. I've had it a few weeks, used it to exhaustion, and you're gonna look at 60 to 70 minutes on a full charge if all you're doing is browsing and mundane tasks. If you're gonna push it in gaming, you'll be lucky to see a half an hour. So the Alienware M17 R3 17 inch, is it worth the money? In my opinion, yes. Never tell you what to buy, but the value is there. For me, the reason behind this purchase was I want to get rid of my desktop completely. I'm able to do so with this. I can render my videos for creating, my gaming does not suffer whatsoever, I can do live streams from it, and it otherwise meets all needs that I would have. Highly recommend you check it out, or at least consider it if it's on your list. It is a beast of a computer. And if you need an office on the go, or to work on the go, render on the go, game on the go, the M17 R3 should be on your list. Anyways, if this was helpful to you, throw me a like, subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more stuff coming up, and I appreciate your time. Everybody stay safe out there. I'm Tech702. I'm out of here.